President Trump says he is not happy with Iran and its new offer and now is considering his options. One of those he says is to, quote, blast the hell out of them. This comes as his administration technically states the Iran conflict is over. In a letter to Congress, it says the ceasefire that began in early April is still holding. That is seen by many lawmakers as a maneuver designed to avoid the need for congressional approval of the action at 60 days. Senior White House correspondent Peter Ducey has tonight details from the North Lawn. Good evening, Peter. Good evening, Brett. Yes, on paper the war with Iran is over, but because President Trump has not decided to pull any Pentagon assets out of the Persian Gulf, it's not really over. They're asking for things that I can't agree to. Negotiations with Iran continue as the White House writes to Congress. The hostilities that began on February 28, 2026 have terminated. That's key. Because if those hostilities ran longer than 60 days in a row, President Trump would need to ask Congress for permission to continue to comply with the War Powers Act. The War Powers, every other president considered it totally unconstitutional, and we agree with that. Thousands of missiles and bombs have fallen on Iran during Operation Epic Fury, and Vice President Vance, according to The Atlantic, expressed his concerns about the availability of certain missile systems. In discussions with President Trump, the president doesn't share those concerns. It's all over the world. We have inventory, and we could take that if we need it. For instance, we're stocked and locked and loaded as a result of the war. Gas prices have climbed to $4.39 a gallon. And people are angry about it. I'm angry about it when I go to the gas. As soon as the war ends, the gasoline price. But Trump is right. As soon as we get the Strait open, you'll see that price fall hopefully down to $3.50. If the president decides to break the ceasefire sent. Commander Admiral Brad Cooper has presented him new strike options. I mean, do we want to go and just blast the hell out of them and finish them forever, or do we want to try and make a deal? I mean, those are the options. Do you want to go blast the hell out of them? I prefer not forever. On a human basis, I prefer not, but that's the option. President Trump's words there don't make it sound like another military strike against Iran is imminent, but it is also extremely unlikely that he's gonna declare Epic Fury officially over until Iran says the magic words. No nuclear weapons, Brett. And Peter, President Trump is pulling out troops from Germany. Yes, we just got word from the Department of War. They're gonna pull 5,000 troops out of Germany. There are 38,000 American troops stationed there right now. It's gonna take 6 to 12 months for this to happen, and the Department of War says they're doing this because they just finished a review of the force posture in Europe. But it's also worth pointing out this comes as President Trump has been extremely critical of Germany for their lack of help with the Iran war. He said yesterday Spain and Italy might soon see American troops leave to Brett.